What's up? I'm here with Caleb from Beartooth. We are in Columbus, Ohio, which is your hometown.
Definitely.
So how does it feel to be playing your hometown at the inaugural Sonic Temple Festival?
I mean, it's amazing. You know, our whole family's here, which is really exciting. You know, wives and parents and all that. And, I mean, we get to play in the stadium. That's, like, insane. I mean, it's a sold-out show.
Place is huge.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's going to be, like, 40,000 or 50,000 people here today or something. And, I don't know. We're just going to try and melt face for every one of them. You know?
I'm sure
That's the
you
goal.
will.
Yeah.
So Beartooth's most recent album, Disease, has been out since the fall.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys recently put out 2 new songs for Record Store Day, Messed
We
Up
did, yeah. We
and
put out some
Takeover.
B-sides. Yeah.
So what is the inspiration behind these 2 new songs?
Takeover was just kind of like a, I don't know, anthemic, like, you're not going to take it or whatever, you know.
Twisted Sister.
Yeah, it's like some shit like that. But Messed Up was actually written about, like, I'm seeing all this stuff about, like, bullying, and I hear so many stories about that at shows. So that's what Messed Up is about kind of like the lasting effects of that we can have on other people depending on how we treat them. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, it's kind of what those are about.
So how do you choose which, as the mastermind behind Beartooth, how do you choose which songs end up on the record and which you keep in a vault or just kind of toss away?
Yeah, to me, the reason those 2 songs didn't make it on the record was because the, like, subject matter. I mean, for me, Disease is very, very internal as a record, and both of those songs are me kind of, like, looking outward on the world and just talking about it. So it didn't quite feel right lyrically to go on the album. And the songs are pretty different. Like, they were both kind of very experimental for Beartooth songs. But, yeah, I mean, it's just, you got to find what feels right. And then we keep some B-sides, and then there's, like, 10, 15 more songs in a vault somewhere, you know what I mean? But, yeah, just got to feel it out.
Cool. So with that, do you think that those 2 songs were preliminary to an upcoming release that you may be able to talk about or not?
No, I mean, they were absolutely just B-sides. You know, they got pulled off the album in probably like the last week or so. We decided that we wanted to use some other songs. And yeah, I mean, I'm always working on stuff, but we're so busy. You know what I mean? We're touring all the time. Like, we finish this, we have a week off, we go to another festival, we have a few days off, we go over to Europe for 5-6 weeks, come back, we go to Australia for a week. You know what I mean? It's hard to find time to, like, really be creative and kind of check out. So when the time is right, you'll know when we're working. But,
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're going to keep carrying on this record cycle for a while because we got a lot of territories we still got to play.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So being as busy as you are, you've been doing this since you were a teenager. You've been touring, you've been in bands.
Yeah.
What do you think you would be doing if you had not taken the path of rock and roll?
Oh, God. I have literally no idea. Like, absolutely
you have
no
to come
idea.
up with something.
Like, I like playing golf. I'm a big golf fan, so I'd try and get a job in the golf industry probably. I have no idea what that would even mean.
Very cool.
But
very opposite.
I guess that, yeah. I don't know, right? Heavy metal and golf.
Awesome. What a good combination.
It is. It's nice. It's just like you get the crazy out, you go relax.
And then you
what
go
keeps me level.
and you shred.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. Yeah. Keeps me level.
So when you guys are back from Europe and Australia, you come back here, and in the fall you have a few more festival dates.
Mm-hmm.
So what can you say is the difference between playing a festival versus playing at a venue that you're headlining?
Right. At a headline show, you know everybody's there because they know your songs. And so you don't really have to work on the crowd as much. It's more just like an unspoken thing. Like, when I hold it out, I know you're going to sing.
Mm-hmm.
Festivals like this, you're playing to so many people that have never seen you before and have never heard of you before. And to me, that's like the most exciting thing in the world. Because if I can win those people over, then we just made another 20,000 fans or something in Columbus, which is awesome.
Definitely.
And yeah, that's probably like the main difference is just knowing how to work a crowd of 40,000 people compared to 2,000 people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it seems like there's a ton of rock festivals all over the country, but it always seems like, especially here in Columbus, which previously was Rock on the Range, there is such a strong sense of community here among all the people.
I mean, the Columbus music scene is great. Even when I was growing up, playing music here 11, 12 years ago, there was so much, there was just so much love for music in Columbus. And to have this festival be here, I mean, this is the biggest rock festival in the United States. To have it be in our hometown, I just drove here and we're just gonna get out and play a show and then go home and go to bed. I don't know, there's something about that is I'm really honored to be from Columbus, you know what I mean, because it's just got such a good music scene.
Yeah, that nostalgia too
Exactly.
of being home.
Yeah.
So just one more question, a little bit off topic, is May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and 2 years ago we had the loss of Chris Cornell right before Rock on the Range, and this year we were supposed to have Keith Flint from The Prodigy. So if you had something that you wanted to say to fans, to viewers, listeners, whatever the case may be, regarding mental health, what would that be?
Just keep the conversation going, because it's definitely becoming a lot more and more apparent, especially in the music scene. But it sucks that it took these amazing, beautiful people just not being able to take it for people to start realizing that.
Absolutely.
And I don't know, that's always been something that means a lot to me, and then that's why Beartooth exists. That's the whole point of every album, pretty much, is trying to understand mental health. And I don't know, I'd say just keep talking, and as much as you hold it in, it builds, it just builds like pressure, and it's gonna blow in one way or another, and it's rarely ever good. So just find ways to release that pressure, whether that's being creative, whether that's working out, whether that's just talking to somebody. Do whatever it takes to not keep it inside, because the more you keep it in and the more you hide it, the craziest shit you could ever think of will happen, and it's just not worth it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And as therapy, you can always listen to Beartooth. So.
Or give us a jam, come to a show. I mean, we just jump around and go nuts for an hour and a half, and always makes me feel better.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm sure you guys are going to crush it out there.
Thank you.
Good luck, and
Thank you much.
thank you very much for talking to us.
My pleasure.